Between these ideals and your reality lies every occasion you've kept quiet when you should have spoken up, taken the safe option for fear of what you might lose, and let the daily grind blind you from the bigger picture. Can you make the leap? It's a tough call when staying true to your dreams and desires appears to be a naive step destined to end in disaster. Many don't even have the first idea about what their life's purpose might be. As a result, it's no surprise the vast majority of us accept the system and ignore our soul's desperate cries for something greater. We don't go without a struggle, though. Who, at the outset, would tolerate years spent stuck in traffic, attending pointless meetings, working a stressful job, and consuming in ever greater quantities to make themselves feel better? It all seems such a terrible waste. Yet when you're living in what you believe to be the reality of 21st century life, it somehow appears unavoidable. But what if there was another way? What if you could live a life where you didn't have to compromise yourself to be successful? What if you could live and work with people and ideas that truly inspired you? Would it be worth taking the risk and looking beyond what you've been led to believe is the way the world works? The system's solution. The system has its own way of dealing with people who spend too long dwelling on the battle between desire and expectation. We're encouraged to manage our discontent and frustration by treating the symptoms of our problems. If you're depressed, then pop another pill. If you're lonely, then join a group. If you're bored, then escape your reality through drugs, alcohol, music, computer games, or TV. The message is clear. Sweep your issues under the carpet, and under no circumstance question the reasons why you feel disconnected from life. The outcome of this approach is that the individual is led to believe there is something wrong with them. Without the in-depth scrutiny that might lead you to discover the system's deficiencies, it's all too easy to continue believing you must accommodate yourself to the way it works. After all, it's a huge entity that supports life for billions of people. How could one individual's feelings be relevant when compared to the legitimacy of this behemoth? Such an understanding is convenient for the system because its legitimacy never gets questioned. It remains the keeper of the truth and the true representation of life as we know it. As a result, we find ourselves in a position where we seek to please the system. Our beliefs and desires have to change to match what's acceptable. Furthermore, our decisions and actions must be altered after careful consideration of the impact they might have on our standing. After all this suppression, is it any wonder that we experience a spiritual fallout? With suicide in the UK among 18 to 34-year-old males claiming more lives than AIDS, road accidents, and murder combined, and prescription drug use in the US rising to 48% of the population over the age of 12, it appears we are the lost generation. A life without purpose has led us to desperate measures in our attempts to escape. If treating the symptoms of our discontent fails, then the system has another alternative: denial. When we all follow the crowd and turn a blind eye to our frustrations, there's nobody left to expose our true feelings. We may hate our jobs, and in some cases our lives, but when someone asks us how we're doing, we reply, fine. Although a seemingly insignificant response, it's evidence of an attitude that wants to mask what we really feel. Keeping up with the next person is a system obsession, and nobody wants to appear the odd one out. As a result, we create a reality where everybody's doing fine, and we simply don't talk about the things we're not happy with. The outcome of this denial is a belief there is little to be done about the defects of modern life. We may not like it, but it's normal to work 50 or 60-hour weeks and get little time to spend with our loved ones. We may despise the fact that we can't attach any greater meaning to our life than making money to survive, but complaining about it only makes us stand out in a system where most people seek to hide. As a result, subconsciously, we feel helpless and trapped. Although we may never publicly express it, we resign ourselves to life being incomplete. These are the system's two ways of assisting anyone who feels dissatisfied or confused.